17th of March 2021, St. Patrick's Day. We've got one field of spring crops to put in this year, spring wheat. We're putting it into this field. It's called the Chambers. It's been set aside the past couple of years. It's a very wet field. It's never worth putting a winter crop in because it lies wet all winter. So we ploughed it in the autumn and it has lain wet all winter, but the heavy frosts have worked the soil down nicely. It's surprisingly dry now, so we're on drilling. We've got the combination drill on today rather than the big Vardosat drill, not because the soil needs extra work, but just because you can lift that drill up and out the ground when you hit a wet patch, and in this field you never know what you're going to hit. So we've spent a lot of money draining it, but it hasn't been successful in every place. I'm power harrowing the soil as well for the same reason. Don't want to drag discs through it and get them stuck. So I'll put a photo up now of what happened last year when we were spring drilling, and you'll see why we're using that drill that can lift out the ground rather than the drill that we drag behind. A few seagulls following me, which is a good sign. It means there's some life in the soil, some worms, which is what we want. Not as many seagulls as we get in the autumn. Perhaps a sign that this field isn't as healthy as our others, or perhaps just they're more spread out as other people are sowing and ploughing. It's a lovely day here in Northumberland. So yeah, it's going into spring wheat, a variety called mulika, which will go to make bread, hopefully, if the quality is good enough. And it's only a 25-acre field, so started it earlier on this morning. We'll hopefully be finished by tea time and then get it rolled tomorrow, some fertilizer on, and then a herbicide on before the crop comes through to take out any weeds. And there will be a few weeds in this field with it being set aside for the past couple of years. That's what we're up to today. There's a drill. We'll just put the last bag of seed in the drill. So he's heading off to the far end of the field where we're nearly done. Nearly finished the field now. It's 4:30 or something like that. See, the seed's gone in well. That's the seed there. It's red. It's treated with a seed treatment that stops it getting any diseases in the ground on the roots, just to protect the seed until it starts growing. So gone in nicely. Let it dry out tonight, and then it gets a roll tomorrow, just to break up these larger clods, compress the soil down a bit, nice firm seed bed. As I say, we're getting a spray and some fertilizer after that. So our spring drilling campaign started and finished in the same day, which is good. It took longer to get the drill and the power harrow on the tractor than it did to sow the field. Just a couple of wet spots that he had to lift the drill up out of. Lucky he didn't get stuck. If we had the other drill on, I would be away for a tow rope at the moment, because he's just come out of a wet patch before, which he managed to lift the drill out of and get out of, luckily. So that's that for the day. Take the loader back home and come back to this field tomorrow to roll it. One more last bit of good news. I had some Tiger bread toast for my breakfast this morning, and then Billy told me there was a horse running at Cheltenham called Tiger Roll, so I put a £5 on it to win, and it won, which was nice.